Good morning, children. Welcome to Mahila Samaja online classes. Myself, Deepa, your social science facilitator. Karnataka State Board, Class 7, Social Science History. First lesson, Vijayanagara Empire, Part 3. So, children, we have already discussed in our Part 1 and Part 2 about the Vijayanagara. So, let's have a quick recap. So in our previous class, we have discussed about one of the greatest and the most powerful ruler of Vijayanagara, it is Krishnadevaraya. So he ruled almost 20 years. So during his rule, Vijayanagara Empire was extended till the Sri Lanka, which is at present. So such a fascinating king was Krishnadevaraya, and he was given many titles such as Kannada Rajya Ramana, that is Lord of Kannada Kingdom, Andhra Bhoja, Andhra means Telugu, Bhoja means someone who is good in literature, it is good in Telugu literature. Muru Rayara Ganda, that is king of king. Dakshina Samudreshwara and Yavana Rajya Pratishtapana Charya. So, during Krishnadevaraya rule, he waged so many wars, he defeated enemies, and the kingdom extended like none other kingdom. It expanded in all four directions. But unfortunately, he died of ill health in 1529. So, it is really sad to know that such a great and powerful king, he died not in the battle but of ill health. So, Domingo Pace, who visited this kingdom, he stated that Krishnadevaraya was a soft person with a strong body in his book. So, it is very true. We can know about it by many incidents that is mentioned in many of his history books. As I told you earlier, he was not only a great king but also a wonderful human being. So, children, today we are going to discuss about Battle of Rakasa Tangadi. The Battle of Rakasa Tangadi, which is also known as Battle of Talikota. Okay, children, and then about Aravidu dynasty. Before Krishnadevaraya's death, he nominated his brother Achyuta Devaraya as his successor. So, after Krishnadevaraya, Achyutaraya, who ruled from 1530 to 1542 CE, and Sadashivaraya, 1543 to 1565 CE, ruled Vijayanagara. Since Sadashivaraya was a minor and unable to rule, Ramaraya of Aravidu dynasty, he was the son-in-law of Krishnadevaraya, took the whole responsibility of administration. His diplomacy extended Vijayanagara kingdom and made it rich. The number of enemies also increased. So children, after Krishnadevaraya, Achyutaraya, he ruled from 1530 to 1542 CE. So, and Sadashivaraya, he was minor. That's why he was unable to rule. So, Ramaraya was the son-in-law of Krishnadevaraya. That's why he is called as Aliya Ramaraya. He is called as Aliya Ramaraya. Aliya means you all know, no? Aliya andre son-in-law. So Aliya Ramaraya of Aravidu dynasty, he took over the responsibility of the administration as Krishnadevaraya's son Sadashiva was minor. So he was also a great ruler. So his diplomacy also expanded the Vijayanagara kingdom and it made rich. So because of this, the number of enemies also increased. So Ramaraya's success also increased the number of enemies. So the Deccan Sultanate, they were attacking the Vijayanagara. Often and often they started attacking the Vijayanagara. So to avenge, Ramaraya captured Vijayapura and Golconda and this caused the war. So Ramaraya, he captured the Vijayapura and Golconda which was under the clutches of the Deccan Sultanate. So he captured Vijayanagara and Golconda, Ramaraya. So this caused the war. So here all the sultanates, they united themselves with jealousy and hatred on the growth and richness of the Vijayanagara kingdom. So what happened? All the sultanates, they united themselves. So children, here you have to note that they united themselves means, that means before they had, even they had some conflicts between them. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸುಲ್ತಾನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಒಳ ಜಗಳ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವರವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ ಜಗಳ ಇತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಾದ್ರು. ಯಾಕೆ? ದೇ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ದ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಎಂಪೈರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ವೇರ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಜೆಲಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೇಟ್ರೆಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ growth of the richness of Vijayanagara kingdom. So they had political differences between them, but to defeat Vijayanagara, they united. So even Deccan sultanates among themselves had lots of difference, but they kept aside all the political differences to defeat Vijayanagara. So children, this is what we call your enemy's enemy become your friend, isn't it? So ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಲ್ತಾನೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲೇ ದ್ವೇಷ ಇತ್ತು, ಒಬ್ಬರು ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಾದ್ರು. ಯಾಕೆ? ವಿಜಯನಗರನ ಡೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬರಿಂದಲೇ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ವಾಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಡೈನಾಸ್ಟಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ they were not able to capture it. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾದ್ರು, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಯುನೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರು, ವಾರ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಳಿಯ ರಾಮರಾಯ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎನಿಮಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಳಿಯ ರಾಮರಾಯ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಕಾಮನ್ ಎನಿಮಿ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಲ್ತಾನೇಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಳಿಯ ರಾಮರಾಯ ವಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲೆವರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ವಾರ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಸುಲ್ತಾನೇಟ್ಸ್ themselves, ಸೊ ಅಳಿಯ ರಾಮರಾಯ he used to support other side, so that ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಇಬ್ಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಡೆದಾಗ ಅಳಿಯ ರಾಮರಾಯ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಒಬ್ರು ಡಿಫೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ರು ವಿನ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಎನಿಮೀಸ್ ಜೊತೆಲೇನೆ ಇದ್ರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಡೆಕ್ಕನ್ ಸುಲ್ತಾನೇಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ವೇ. So there is no other way, only the way is we have to unite ourselves and we should attack on Vijayanagara anta en madidru. They all united, all the sultanates united themselves and they attacked Vijayanagara. So this led to the Battle of Talikota, and also it is also called as Rakkasa Tangadi. The battle is referred to as Battle of Talikota or the Battle of Rakasa Tankadi. Okay, children. So this is the picture of the battle, but this is not the exact picture of the battle. I have just shown you the how the battlefield will be. Now let's see why the battle is fought. The reason of being that the battle took place between the two villages. One was Rakasa and another was Tangadi. These two villages are close to a town called Talikote which is in the present Bagalkote district of Karnataka. That is why the battle is referred to as Battle of Rakasa Tangadi. Okay, children. So, when was the battle took place? Means on 23rd January of 1565 CE, the Rakasa Tangadi war began between the united army of sultans and the army of Vijayanagara on the banks of Krishna river. And Ramaraya died in the war. Sultanates looted Vijayanagara. Tirumala and Venkata, sons of Ramaraya, who escaped from war, ran away to Penukonda. Later, Aravidu dynasty started their ruling from 1570 to 1646 CE by making Penukonda, Chandragiri and later Vellore as their capital. After this war, feudal chiefs of Mysuru, Keladi, Chitradurga, Yelahanka and Surapura became independent rulers in Karnataka. So, the result of the aftermath of the battle or the war. So here what happened? Ramaraya died in the war. Obviously, Deccan Sultanate united as the army was very big. Ramaraya could not win the war. So, as the Deccan Sultanate they united and their army was very big, Ramaraya could not win the war. So, Ramaraya died in the war. Sultanates looted Vijayanagara. So, we have studied in our previous video that Vijayanagara was one of the wealthiest empire, isn't it, children? So, all the wealth of the Vijayanagara was looted by Sultan. Tirumala and Venkata, sons of Ramaraya, escaped the war and ran away to Penukonda. So, which is in the current Andhra Pradesh district. So, as a result of the battle, Sultanates looted the splendid wealth of Vijayanagara. So, after that, later on, Aravidu dynasty, see, this was not the end of the Vijayanagara empire. Later, Aravidu dynasty started their ruling from 1570 to 1646 by making Penukonda, Chandragiri and later Vellore as their capitals. So, that means they did not have one capital. They changed their capital. So, after this war, feudal chiefs of Mysuru, Keladi, Chitradurga, Yelahanka and Surapura. So, children, all these were under the control of Vijayanagara. So, after the battle, they all became independent rulers in Karnataka. Okay, children. So, overall, to conclude, after the war, one of the wealthiest empire became just dust. So, this is about the battle of Rakasa Tangadi. So, the battle was fought between the Aliya Rama Raya and Delhi Sultanates. So all the Delhi Sultanates, they united and they waged a war against the Aliya Rama Raya. So as the Sultanate's army was very big, Ramaraya couldn't win the war. So he sacrificed his life. That is, he died in the war. So this gave a chance for Sultanates to loot the splendid wealth of the Vijayanagara. So now we have understood the battle of Rakasatangadi or the battle of Talikota. Isn't it, children? So here watch this video so that you will get complete idea about the battle of Talikota. Let me play the video, children. Watch it.
The Vijayanagara Empire was one of the glorious Hindu empires of India, and the Bahmani Sultanate was first of its kind in South India. The Bahmanis and the Vijayanagara Empire were always at loggerheads until the Vijayanagara Emperor Sri Krishnadevaraya defeated them completely. Nizam Shahi of Ahmednagar, Qutub Shahi of Golconda, Birat Shahi of Bidar, Imad Shahi of Berar, and Adil Shahi of Bijapur. They were collectively known as Deccan Sultanates. These Deccan Sultanates often fought against each other and weren't a threat to the Vijayanagara Empire, which reached its peak under Krishnadevaraya. After Krishnadevaraya's death in 1529, his younger brother Achyutaraya succeeded him. Though his reign wasn't as glorious as it was under Krishnadevaraya, the empire didn't face any threat from the Deccan Sultanates. Vijayanagara was the largest, most well organized, and most militaristic Hindu state in southern India yet, formed in direct response to Islamic incursions deep into India. Its existence preserved the political independence of South India for 200 years. Yet, its strength threatened its northern neighbors, the Deccan Sultanates, and made reconquista seem likely. The normally fearing Deccan Sultanates thus went to war against Vijayanagara Empire. Although it seemed like Vijayanagara had a decided advantage of numbers, it suffered a humiliating defeat on January 26, 1565 at Talikota. Though there are many reasons for the loss of Vijayanagara Empire, the betrayal by two Muslim commanders called Jilani brothers of Vijayanagara Empire at a key point in the battle was the chief cause of the defeat. The net result of the battle was that it weakened southern India and allowed it to be progressively integrated into Mughal Empire. Southern India's distinct political and cultural autonomy ended, and Islamic states became politically dominant across most of South Asia.
So children, this is what about the battle of Kota. Okay, children, hope you have understood the Battle of Rakasa Thangadi, isn't it? So now it's time for home assignment. Children, write a short note on Battle of Rakasa Thangadi. So watch the video carefully. I have given you a clean description about the Battle of Talikota. So read properly and do the home assignment. So the Battle of Talikota, which was fought on 23rd January 1565. So here the splendid wealth of Vijayanagara came to an end. We can say that the battle led to the decline of the Vijayanagara Empire. So children, in our next class, we'll be discussing about the cultural contribution of Vijayanagara Empire. That is recording, administration, social status, economic status, literature, religious harmony, art and sculpture. Okay children, till then, stay home, stay safe, have a great day. Thank you.